guys, and welcome back to the Cassie Project. So this week we're doing another episode from Create This Book 2. So this is a prompt book by Mariah Elizabeth. This is the second one in the chain and I'm really enjoying this book. I still can't decide which one is my favourite actually out of the three. Whenever I go to do one of the books I'm like, yeah, this is my favourite. So I think they're all on par with each other really. But yeah, let's dive straight into it. The first prompt that I've chosen is create word illustration. For an example, you write the word fire and then have flames coming off it. I was trying to think of something that would be a little bit different because usually people pick kind of like descriptive words, adjectives. Yeah, adjectives. Usually someone would pick something that would describe an object like hot or cold or red or so on. Well, I thought actually I want to pick something a little bit more different and more unique, something that I haven't come across before. So I chose the word map.
I'm kind of proud of myself.
Because I wanted to turn this double page spread into a map, but I'm going to have the word hidden within the map. So I did an outline of the word map and then I tried to bring in the bits of land and the sea with that. So with the M I decided to turn that into like this big massive river that runs across the land. The A is like a little island and then the P is like a little bit more land. I then wanted to make it a little bit more vintage, so I added some watercolour to it. I did blue all around the edges to show the sea, and then I used this almost coffee stain colour for the land to make it look all old and yummy. And then I added lots of little illustrations of like houses and mountains and trees just to fill it out a little bit. William, would you like to ask them a question?
Would you like to subscribe to my mummy's channel? It's really good.
Yeah, that would be really helpful. Thanks, William. Thank you so much for that fantastic question. Yeah.
My mum has a shop at thecassieprojects.co.uk if you'd like to go
Yes, that's right. Thecassieprojects.co.uk. Fantastic shop. Do head on over there. I think the little illustrations really finishes it off and brings it all together. And what I really like about this word illustration in particular is the fact that the word map is kind of hidden. It doesn't stand out too much, but it's still there. The next prompt is Colourful Page. What is the actual prompt? Create a colourful page. So this one, I thought I would do something that we all love and enjoy. If you've come to my channel, the odds are that you like Mariah Elizabeth. What does Mariah love? Sprinkles. So yeah, we're going to do loads of sprinkles on this page. And I thought to make it a little bit more different, I'm going to do it digitally. So I decided that I would put all the sprinkles on top of frosting. So imagine we're zooming in pretty close to a cupcake. So I've got this beigey kind of colour and I'm adding these white swirls to it and just blending them out to make it look like this jumble of frosting on the page. And then I'm going to start adding the sprinkles on top. I start off creating these little rectangles and bean shapes and just dot them around as if they're kind of pressed into the frosting. And then I'm going to add lots of colour to it. So of course I'm going to do basically all the colours. What's a colour? I'm going to do all the colours of the rainbow because that makes everyone happy. Whispers. I didn't actually do like a purple, but I mean we don't have a red, but we've got a light pink instead, and we don't have a purple, but we've got more of like a magenta pink instead. So imagine they're replacing the colours of the rainbow to make you feel better. And I just colour picked on the colour and then darkened it so I could do that around the edge and lightened it so I could do that through the middle, just to make it look a little bit more 3D. So basically I'm using lots of pencils, and this is how I've created my own sort of style on digital drawing. Instead of using these very just basic lines, I like it to look a little bit more real. So I use a Derwent pencil and I just think it just has more of a natural texture to it, and I'm colouring everything in naturally instead of just dropping the colour in. I think it just adds something to it. Okay, so let's print this off. So I'm going to ping it over to my computer and print it off on, I think maybe some canvasy paper. Yeah, I love it. Now obviously, because we're sticking it in, we're going to be covering up the prompt. So what I like to do when I do a digital drawing and bring it into the book, I add a little banner on the bottom or the top where I can rewrite the prompt, because the A4 page is a little bit too short anyway, so it works out quite well. So I'm just sticking this in with PVA glue, and it's quite hard to do actually, getting the page nice and straight into the centre of the book, and then I cut off the edges so that we have this lovely sprinkle page. Now of course I'm writing the prompt back in, create a colourful page, and of course I want to add lots of colour to it, so I'm using my Posca pens to make each letter different. Okay, so the final page that we're going to do today, have I saved the best till last? You let me know. This one is create a series. Something that me and my family have been watching recently, Doctor Who. Obviously I've seen odd episodes here and there. I've never watched it properly, like in order. Oh my gosh, it's so good. We're now on to season 7. So this is the last one with Matt Smith in it. Favourite Doctor? I'm still so on par between Matt Smith and David Tennant. They're both just incredible. I love them so much. So you can't decide. Let me know in the comments who your favourite Doctor is. I went on a massive tangent and couldn't stop talking about Doctor Who. I apologise for this, because those that don't watch Doctor Who might not want to hear all this stuff. I've cut this little bit out. I'm so sorry. Anyway, going off on a tangent there. Doctor Who, yes, we're enjoying it. So let's draw a Doctor Who inspired page. What I've decided to do is use masking tape. I'm going to create these little circles of masking tape and I'm going to stick them on the book, and they're going to be the negative space. So I'm going to do this lovely sky filled with stars and planets. So obviously these circles are going to be the planets. So I'm just sticking them onto the page, and then I'm going to go over the whole thing with black, blue and purple to create this lovely, gorgeous galaxy sky. I'm going to splat loads of white paint on there to create lovely stars, and then I'm going to peel back that tape to reveal all the planets. Of course, I need to neaten up the lines just a little bit, but I kind of liked that roughness around them. I decided I wanted to add some rings around one planet, and then add a few grey dots on one of them, some yellow, some purple, and just make them look a little bit more like planets instead of just circles. And now we've got the background in there, let's add the TARDIS. So I think I'm going to do the TARDIS digitally, and then throw that in there and make it really mixed media. I found a reference online and I just tried to draw it as best as I could. I coloured it in using a soft pastel tool, and yeah, I just added the text in there and distorted it so that it looked like it was in the right perspective. I printed that off on some nice thick card and cut that out and stuck it in, and then of course I added a little bit of white paint to just bring a little bit more shine to it, and then I added a layer of Mod Podge. It's a matte Mod Podge, otherwise your pages stick together, and this just keeps it all locked in there. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Do carry on watching some more videos. I've put a binge-worthy video up here, and I've also added a video of an artist, YouTube creator that I really enjoy as well. So binge more me, or binge someone that I enjoy watching too. And I'll see you soon. Bye.